Today, my presentation will be based on how to use technological tools to help in teaching and learning in education, especially in Ghana here. So, uh, within this presentation, we have so many tools around that can help in teaching and learning in basic school, in even including tertiary institutions. But this presentation will be based on how to use podcasts and social media to improve teaching and learning. So this presentation include the introduction or the definition of these various tools and how you can use in teaching and learning, and a typical example in classroom experience, benefits and limitations of using these tools, and also a draw conclusion of these various tools. So my name is Eric Suvo with the index number this. So we will start from the podcast and the uh, and the podcast. Basically, the podcast and podcast are integrated usually in flipped classroom, which includes both online and the traditional way of delivering content with students. Uh, this uh, this sorry with students. So normally students can use this podcast and uh, the podcast in various interactive way. For example, students can use the podcast to offer a wide variety of interactive with materials, hear from experts, and explore new topics outside even the classroom. So students can also listen to podcasts and enhance their vocabulary. That's one way students can use a podcast. To teachers can also record lectures, interviews, discussion, and share these materials with students, which provide a flexible way of delivering content to students. Normally, this teachers can also use podcasts to demonstrate an illustration, especially practicals, project-based teaching method. So let's go to the benefit of using these tools, podcast and uh, podcast. One benefit is flexibility and accessibility. So students can listen and watch content everywhere from every device at their own time, which can also enhance learning experience. They make more engaging with digital native and provide a new way to interact with their friends on various topics. Limitation is one big problem is the technical challenges. Technical challenges include the poor internet connectivity, since most of these tools need internet connection for their operations. So in Ghana, most of the areas in Ghana here, we have poor internet connectivity. And one of the major limitation is potential for risks, as you can see from the picture on the slide. Podcast can be distractive, especially students when trying to multitasking and traveling. So these are some of the common limitations of using these tools, podcasts and podcasts. So in conclusion, these tools help and enhance, though we have some limitation, but also enhance teaching and learning by promoting flexibility, accessibility, and engaging through video and audio resources. So that is for the podcast and podcast. So the next item we are going to deal with is social media. Social media include such as Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. They all help in connecting students and teachers and also share resources. That is the primary purpose of using social media in education. So One common or applications of the social media in teaching and learning is the real-time update and discussion. Teachers can post reminders, lecture notes, links to other relevant resources online. So one another common uses of this social media is to build a community between the teacher and the student. One great benefit of using this uh, social media is to enhance learning by promoting engaging and collaborative, since it helps students to share a community with students and the teachers. It also support professional and academic networking. So networking allow build a community that allow people, that's in this context teachers and students, to share ideas and even new concepts. uh, as compared to the podcast and the broadcast, social media also comes with limitation, as we said uh, in the podcast. And one common way is one common limitation is the distraction. It always distracts students, and misconception or misinformation and the credibility of issues. For example, not all information found on social media can be trusted. So that's one thing. Social media cannot verify if the content posted or shared online is genuinely or is wrong. That's so. In conclusion, social media, for example, Twitter and all help to build a community or interaction between teachers and students. So that is my end of my presentation. Thank you.